Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Really Show. The show is all about funny, strange, and interesting stories we find online. I'm your host, Aaron Ross. Today's show, Closer to the Past. Did you know former President John Tyler has living grandsons? According to an article published in Snopes.com, President John Tyler has grandsons who are still alive today. Though not elected president, Tyler took over shortly after President William Henry Harrison died of pneumonia just months after being elected. Due to the vagueness of the Constitution, it was unclear whether Vice President should become president or just take on the duties of president. He was 10th President of the United States, and not many accepted him as the president, often addressing him as the acting president or vice president or his ascendancy. Yep, though he was born during Washington's presidency in 1790 and died in 1862, two of his grandsons are still alive. President Tyler does hold the distinction of being the most prolific president in our history. John Tyler had 15 children, 8 from his first wife and 7 from his second. After the death of his first wife, Letitia Christian Tyler, he married again to a woman 30 years his junior named Julia Gardner Tyler. Now, Tyler's 13th son, Lyon Gardner Tyler, also married twice. After the death of his first wife, Lyon married again at the age of 70 to a woman 30 years younger than him. He fathered 3 children from this second marriage, and 2 of his sons, Lyon Gardner Tyler Jr. and Harrison Ruffin Tyler, are alive today and are the grandsons of former President John Tyler. Isn't it interesting, considering the fact that John Tyler died over 150 years ago, and yet today we live with 2 of his grandsons? A bulb that's on since 1901. A bulb in a fire station in Livermore, California has been burning brightly since 1901. That's a good 1 million hours. The Guinness Book of World Records and Ripley's Believe It or Not agree that it is indeed astounding. They agree it is the only carbon filament bulb to survive this long, in spite of 2 moves, non-stop burning, and 2 brief outages. It was last switched off for a few minutes in 1976, but since then has always been on. It is now equipped with both generator and battery backup power. Dennis Bernal, who owned the Livermore Power and Light Company, donated the bulb to the firehouse in 1901. It was used as a night bulb so workers wouldn't have to struggle with a kerosene lamp. Many say the Bernal bulb has lasted this long in part due to its perfect vacuum seal, which prevents the filament from disintegrating, low wattage, which prevents the bulb from getting too hot, and the limited amount of times that it has been turned off and on. This bulb is held in high regard by everyone in this fire station, and no fire chief wants it to break under their stewardship. Our final story, Conrad Hire and his mark on the history of the United States. In an article on SmithsonianMag.com, an article titled Conrad Hire, a Revolutionary War Veteran. When daguerreotype photography was invented in the mid-1800s, Conrad Hire was photographed. He was photographed in 1852 when he was 103 years old. Interesting is the fact that he was the person with the earliest birth date ever to be photographed, and that he was a war veteran who crossed the Delaware River in 1776 with George Washington. It's amazing to think he had a small role in both the birth of the United States and the birth of photography. Thanks again for watching. I'm Aaron Ross. We'll see you next time.